In today's video, we will be taking the new GhostCat F2.2 Pro off-roading on both a wider trail. Don't drop the bike in the water. This part right here is very, very steep. Look at this. And a narrower single-track mountain bike trail. The front wheel, it just wants to lift up. It just... Holy sh**. This is insane. I recently did this exact same trail ride with the e-moped style Hemiway C5, so this will be a good opportunity to compare the performance of the two similarly styled bikes. Let's drop right in. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We are on the way to do our off-roading test on the GhostCat F2.2 Pro. This 52 volt high torque off-roading machine. And if you notice, we are on the road. That's because with the last bike, the Hemiway C5, I actually drove that bike with my car to the off-roading location because it's on the slower side and I don't really feel comfortable being on this particular road on a slower bike. This road has faster moving traffic and very, very small shoulders, almost non-existent. And so with this bike, I feel like I can actually keep up with slow moving traffic a lot better. Plus, this bike is just way more fun to ride. The speed and the power and the suspension, it's just better. It's a lot more fun. And this way I get to ride this bike a little bit more. And I've been watching some of the comments regarding my review of this bike. A lot of you guys have been saying, well, going 35 miles an hour, that's nothing for an e-bike, that's fine. What you guys have to remember is that it doesn't take a whole lot to go fast on flat ground. There are bikes that are like 500 watts that can probably go 30 miles an hour. But this right here, notice how we're going up this hill, almost 30 miles an hour. Not a lot of bikes can do that. And so when you hit a hill, that's where the torque of this bike truly shines. You might be going fast on flat ground on a different bike, but as soon as you hit a hill, that's it. You're down to a crawl. You're not going anywhere. But with this bike, you'll still keep going at a pretty good pace. So we'll go ahead and head on over to our top speed testing site. Look at this shoulder. There's nothing, guys. There's pretty much no shoulder. And we're going easy, 35 miles an hour. With the Hemiway, I probably would have been going like 25. And the suspension, oh my God. I am just floating over everything. I pretty much don't feel any bumps. It's like a Cadillac. It's like one of those giant boat cars that were made in the 70s. They just kind of float over everything. But I'm really curious to see what the hill climbing ability is of this bike versus the Hemiway, because there's a part of the trail that does get fairly steep, and the Hemiway struggled. Look at this, look at this. Where's the shoulder? There's a part of the trail where the Hemiway really struggled going uphill. And I think this bike is just gonna crush it. We're gonna find out today, ladies and gentlemen. We are almost there. Look at us, we're just cruising. Easy, 35, 37 miles an hour, hitting the bumps, no sweat. See this bike, what it'll do, it goes pretty fast, but it maintains that speed throughout all the hills and the elevation changes. That's what this bike can do that other bikes cannot do. That's where this torque really comes in handy. So it's not always about top speed on flat ground. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. So what we're gonna do is do one loop of the standard easy trail and then take this thing on the single track mountain bike trail and see how it does over the bumps, the rocks, the roots, and the narrow twists and turns. Let's jump right in. Oh yeah, I already feel the suspension working. Oh, this is... It just puts a smile on your face that when you feel the suspension just floating over everything. It's crazy. It's so comfy, it's so cushy. Oh yeah, this is nice. Even though the Hemiway did have pretty nice suspension, this is on a whole other level. And this hill, powering through this hill, no sweat. Look at this. This thing is awesome. These pine cones here. Unfortunately for me, this next fall was not staged, and at one point I was doing pass-by videos with my 360 camera On the way back to pick up the camera, I used too much front brake and not enough rear brake, and this is the result. Yet again, another broken brake lever. So I went over that little tiny bump or jump. It's not even a jump, it's more like a little raised area on the trail. And this bike, you'd have to be going really fast to jump that thing because the suspension just kind of works around it. As soon as the bike kind of lifted up a little bit, the suspension just went down into the ground, which is great because that means you're going to have traction even when the bike is kind of going up, right? And so from a traction and control standpoint, this bike with the suspension is phenomenal. Not only will it give you a more comfortable ride, it'll give you more control and performance as well. We're gonna go down here. Look at this nice little stream right here. Don't drop the bike in the water. The reason we're down here is because I want to show you guys how this thing does up this hill. So tiny little hill right here. Here we go. Powers through it. Just ate it up. Oh, this is great. Oh yeah, torque. Oh yeah. I am not pedaling at all, mostly because this bike isn't really comfortable pedaling. The crank arms on this first version are a little bit too long, so your knees really come up to your chest, especially when you're leaning forwards. And so I'm not pedaling, I'm just going to be using throttle only, and that's fine because this thing has the power. We'll see if I have to pedal up the steep hill. We're coming up to that in a second. We'll find out together. But I suspect I won't have to at all. I'm just floating over all the bumps. It's such a funny feeling. All right, just in case, we'll bring it to gear 1, but we're gonna power through. So right now we're powering through. Look at this, guys. I'm not pedaling at all. Look at this, look at this. This is unbelievable. On the Hemiway, I was struggling up this part. We're pedaling hard. But I'm still seated. Oh, it's struggling up this hill. Come on, come on, come on. I'm off the seat now. Gotta work. Oh, jeez. Oh, my legs are burning. Looking down, I got 7 miles an hour, 8 miles an hour. Wow. Look at this. This is accelerating. Oh my God. And it's eating up the bumps. This part right here is very, very steep. Look at this. Oh my God. This thing is an animal. Wow. Wow. I can't even talk. I don't even know what to say. The power that this geared hub motor has, the torque, the low end torque for a 52 volt system. Look at this. Guys, we were struggling up this part last time. The power that this thing has, the torque, is unbelievable. That was nothing. I did not pedal at all. With the Hemiway, while pedaling full throttle, I was struggling, right? I was giving it full throttle and I was pedaling hard on first gear and I was struggling. This thing went up the whole thing, throttle only. Unbelievable. Let's continue. I can't wait to do that again. And I will have to do that again because I want to get you guys some cool camera angles with my selfie stick and my drone. This thing is so much fun. I'm telling you, this is one of the special bikes of 2024, and it's not because of the top speed, even though it does go pretty fast for a 52 volt system. Some other reviewers have gotten this thing up to like 36, 37. Top speed is not everything. If you're going to be doing riding like this, 100% this is the bike you want. If I'm going to be doing off-roading, out of all the bikes I've ever tried, off-roading like this, just kind of flying around like a little dirt bike, this is the bike I want. 1000%. This is a mini Sur-Ron. Hey guys, I've been reading some comments in the video review for this bike, and some people are like, well, why don't you just get a Sur-Ron? Guys, this thing is under $2,000. Right now with my code MAX100, you can get $100 off from this bike and get it for $1,900. Find me a Sur-Ron that you can get for $1,900. And if you do, send me the link, because I don't think you're gonna find it. And if you do, it's not a Sur-Ron, or it's broken. This thing is, this is so much fun. I would get a second battery for this bike just so I can do this more. I remember as a kid, I wouldn't get sick of doing stuff like this for hours. Some of you parents out there, you probably know your kids do stuff outside, like whatever it is, playing in the water in the ocean or doing stuff like this. They could do this for hours. They never get sick of it. Why? Because they feel like I feel right now riding this thing. I could do this for hours. All right, we're on a steep part. We're using those 203 millimeter rotors. These brakes are insane. I could stop on a dime right now, even going downhill. The brakes on this thing are no joke. We're just chilling, guys. All these bumps, the suspension is helping me keep traction, so I have maximum control. I'm telling you, if you're gonna be doing off-roading like this, this is the bike you want. Trust me. Link in the description below, along with any other coupon codes or discounts that I might be able to offer. Here we go. Remember this hill? With the Hemiway, I had to pedal. I had to get up, stand, and pedal. See what this does. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What the hell? Oh my God. Woo! Dear God. I think I'm in love. All right, guys, we're gonna take this thing on a single track, see how it does. I have no idea where I'm going. Once GhostCat fixes the fender issue, you guys aren't gonna hear that noise where the fender keeps hitting the wheel. That won't be an issue anymore. I really just want to see how the suspension does on these bumps, and right now it's just eating the bumps alive like nothing. And these hills just powers through. Oh my God, powers through. All right, look at all these roots. This part's pretty challenging. Let's see how this bike does. Here we go. Holy sh! It just
English, mother. Do you speak it?
Thrashed up that hill. It just crushed that hill like it's nothing. I didn't pedal at all. Pretty much the only thing you have to worry about with this bike is making sure the front wheel doesn't come up from the torque. Because if you're sitting too far back, you pull up on the front handlebar. If you don't have weight in the front wheel will want to lift up. So just be careful for that. But right now, this is insane. This almost has like too much power. You gotta watch out, you gotta be careful. Yeah, the suspension is just obliterating all of this. Like, this is really bumpy. Right here, look at this. I'm just floating over all of this. The front fork could be better. It's pretty good, but it could be better. But the rear, I almost don't feel any bump. So much travel. God, what a gorgeous day. I'm seeing more and more green coming out. It was a gorgeous day in New England. Finally, spring is here. Temperature is like 60 degrees. It's amazing. Thank God it's finally warming up. T-shirt weather. Yeah, right here. This part looks pretty difficult. That's gonna be interesting getting back up. Yeah, suspensions, wow, these brakes are insane. You gotta be careful. The brakes are so strong. They're almost too strong. You're not used to it. All right, I think this is where we turned around last time because that area is kind of muddy. So let's turn it around. Let's see how this thing does. Ladies and gentlemen, back we go. Here we go. Lost momentum. But this thing just powers through. I just twist the throttle. Oh my God. The front wheel, it just wants to lift up. It just... Oh my God, this thing just thrashes through everything. Holy sh... Wow. This is insane. I almost think this bike, for this particular ride right here, this single track mountain bike trail, I almost think it has like too much power. I don't mountain bike all that much. I don't really do this trail all that much, but I wanted to test these two bikes out to see how it does on this specific trail. And I know for single track mountain biking, you generally want mid drives because gives you a lot of control, especially with a torque sensor. And this thing just has so much power on tap. It takes some getting used to. But once you're used to it, oh man, you're gonna just fly. Here, look at these roots right here. Nothing, it just powers through. Dear God, and the suspension, oh, love it. Oh, I think this is where I messed up last time. Do I have to go this way or this way? I don't know, let's keep going. I'm having too much fun, I don't even care. If we get lost out, oh, I remember this tree stump. If we get lost out here, so be it. As long as I have battery. Keep riding. Going up a hill, up this route. Jesus Christ. Like nothing. This is insane. This is a little torque monster. All right, going down. See how we do. Oh yeah, suspension just ate that up. Unbelievable. That's it for today, guys. Just wanted to get out here and do a little bit of off-roading with the GhostCat F2.2 Pro and compare it to the Hemingway C5, because I did just do this exact same route with that bike. Let me know what you guys think about this bike in the comments below. If you guys like videos like this, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. Like the video if you like it. If you don't like it, tell me why. Tell me in the comments. Tell me why you're mad. Link to this bike in the description below, along with any other discounts or coupon codes that I might be able to offer. Guys, I'd really recommend buying this bike. If you guys like off-roading, definitely check this one out. You will not be disappointed. That's it for today, folks. Until next time.